Whoever's going to win this tournament is going to have to play really well this weekend. That's a clear. And you could make a case for any of the four. Judd Trump beat John Higgins 4-0 yesterday. Mark Selby beat Alfie Burden 4-0. Trump to break. He trails the personal head-to-head 5-3. It's best of 11 to reach the final. Settle back and enjoy it. Joe Johnson, I suspect he's going to do just that.
You bet. You've got to enjoy this one. This man at the table, world champion, world #1. Only lost 2 frames in this event. He's won 3 matches 4-0. So he is playing well, make no mistake. By the same token, so is Judd Trump. Beat Higgins 4-0 yesterday.
Table's been recovered overnight. It was not playing great, to say the least, last night in the Robertson-McGill match.
Well, that cue ball not close enough to the cushion. Trump may be tempted into taking this red on. Cue ball's closer.
Big difference. If that had gone in, Selby would have an easier safety to play.
Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball there. Take it back to balk. Just clip the side of the reds there. And a good return from being dead under the cushion to putting it dead under the cushion on his return. And we keep saying it, that when Judd Trump wants to play safe, he's a very good safety player.
Well, he knows how important that side of the game will be against Mark Selby. Did play well yesterday, Trump, against John Higgins. Really took the game to him. Really bullied him off the table.
Well, a little tempter to the middle. Not easy. I've got a feeling he'll be taking it on. And in it goes. So, first blood. Goes to Judd Trump.
Playing with a new cue. Felt his old one got a little bit damaged with all the travelling, a little bit bent. Tried a couple since, but obviously happy with this one.
Yeah, he's looking at playing this red to the corner, playing the cannon to the black, stay on the pink or black.
5.
That was the more difficult red of the two that he could have taken. If the black spot's held, it would go on the pink spot.
Judd Trump won his 5th major ranking title at the China Open towards the end of last season.
And moved those two reds away from the black spot. So in a couple of shots, he's got the table in a reasonably good place now.
Yes, and he's worked it all out there, hasn't he? You know, he's seen the whole table. That's the key to it.
He couldn't have played that any better. He was hampered over the red, played it with stun and right hand side, even though he was hampered. That was a great shot and landed inch perfect on the blue. He does play some good shots, this kid.
But also he looks, and I thought it yesterday, he looks really relaxed.
25.
Hasn't come into this a bag of nerves after his performance yesterday.
26.
Every reason to be confident.
Just overhit that one slightly, but should be able to play the cannon to the red above the pink. Didn't need to.
32. 33. 39.
Well, Mark Selby, watching this at the moment, saw Trump play very good safety, which then earned him a chance. It was a tough pot to the middle, but he knocked it in. This could be a really memorable day snooker with the 4 players we've got here. They're all big hitters, aren't they?
46.
And if it comes down to just one shot,
47.
it's going to be good snooker. Just under hit it a little, but should be able to screw out for the black into the right corner.
54.
Couple of balls away then from already clinching this opening frame. Clinical
62.
stuff from the Bristolian. But you suspect this is the sort of standard you're going to have to produce with this lineup. One chance snooker.
Applause for frame ball. Very knowledgeable
68.
crowd, this.
69.
makes absolutely sure. Henry used to do this a lot, open up with a century.
76. 77.
Yeah, it's almost like a statement of intent, isn't it? This is how well I'm going to play, so let's see how well you play.
$84.
The high break is held at the moment by Mark Selby, 136.
85.
But Trump can't quite get to that.
$92. $93.
So this black then to open up this semi-final with a century break. Well, we did say it could be a memorable day, and already it's high quality stuff.
100.
Absolutely superb.
$101.
And I think the key to this break was when he took that second red, when he played the cannon to the black, opened things up, saw the plant, and hasn't gone wrong since.
No, he's hitting the ball so well,
108.
as indeed he was yesterday. Just had that one scare in the first round here against Ben Wollaston, came through in a decider, but not lost a frame since.
113. 117. 122.
Just got to be careful he doesn't get overconfident.
128.
Absolutely brilliant.
Total clearance it's going to be of 135. What a way to start semi-final Saturday here in Romania. The crowd loving it already. When he got the chance, he took out the frame in one visit. So Judd Trump leads Mark Selby 1-0, 6 to target, remember, for a place in tomorrow's final. Frame of this semi-final, and Judd Trump made a 135 total clearance to lead Mark Selby.
Well, he's left a red onto the left corner. Looks a natural angle. Just to play
That's
back down the
Django Fon
table.
there, Judd's manager, sat next to his girlfriend. Judd's girlfriend, that is.
And knocked it in, sweet as a nut. Well, he may have got a kick there that took the pace out of the cue ball.
3.
Wanted to be a lot closer to this red. Yes, always the risk when you're playing it at pace like that. Get that cue through straight. that right-hand side on the cue ball again to check the cue ball down that end of the table. Yes, that's a good safety. Let's put a little bit of pressure on this shot. Yeah, caught the middle pocket bump. And very fortunate not to have left something on here. Having a look to see if you can see the red. That's tight. Well, he looked at the pink there, so it may be that you can pop that red. Then again, maybe not. I think the only shot he's got here is just to roll up to the red. Doesn't want to leave an easy safety shot though for Judd Trump.
Touching ball.
So that's the end of that. Just looking now where to place that cue ball. Well, just a little tentative that. Should have had the cue ball closer to the cushion. He's left Trump with options here. Where's it going to finish? Well, certainly getting the run at the moment. Judd Trump could so easily have left this red easier. It was never easy. Now, has he managed to cover it? That's what he played, just in case he missed.
One.
balls nicely spread. Black's tied up for the moment. Pink and blue both potable.
Four.
I think we've already seen here, though, that, you know, we've got 4 of the best in the business. 4 big hitters in the semis, but a little bit of luck can make a difference. And Trumpy went for a long red, didn't leave anything easy, just that awkward little red that Selby's missed, which potentially will be his last shot of this frame. Could have been left a much easier red. Who's to say he wouldn't have made a big break from it? So a little bit of luck is going to play a part. There's the first phone of the day. Sadly, won't be the last. I tell you what, for a first staging of a ranking event, I don't see how this tournament could have gone any better.
You couldn't have asked for a better semi-final.
11.
And the crowds have built up over the course of the week.
Looking to see if the pink will go to that right corner, then he can take the red to the middle. But if it's tight, there's no need to play the pink. You can play for the blue.
$18.
Well, wanted to be the other side of the blue. Used to bounce big. Well, again, it could have done with going another 6 inches or so. Tough shot this with the rest. Nicely played.
24.
Not ideally on the pink, but he's on it. Trying to get that white ball under control. And this is the awkward red that's been stopping the pink going in this right corner pocket, so if he can take away that red, makes the pink a little bit easier. Could play up for the blue if you can't hold for the pink.
31.
And this is the other red that was stopping the pink going in the left corner. So things beginning to look rosy.
37. 38.
Yes, he's come out with the same frame of mind as he did yesterday against John Higgins. Determined to play his own natural game. And clearly to play it to a very high standard.
As you said, he needs a little bit of luck. He went for that long red, could have left it on for that man. But he has decided to go for them.
45.
As you say, play his natural game. And what a good natural game it is.
Well, you need luck, but you can't win without skill. And that's what all of this is.
$51. 52.
And it's also about concentration, keeping focused.
Well, he's got a decision to make here. He could bring the black into play, but he doesn't need to. He can win the frame without the black. He decided to bring it into play anyway. Just needs another red.
58.
Mark Selby yet to pot a ball. It's a great start for Judd Trump.
59.
Selby just with that half chance to the yellow pocket. Stayed in the jaws. Trump has done the damage.
Could be another century.
65.
Well, that red will stop any playing for snookers.
Well, that's the only way that he was going to stop potting balls. If he couldn't see one to pot.
72.
May have a double on. A little harder.
So the break ends at 72.
And the frame.
And it's 2-0 to Judd Trump. Mark Selby yet to pot a ball in the semi-final. So advantage Trump here in Romania. 6 needed to reach the final, and he leads 2-0, and there's more to come after the break of the European Masters.
Thank you. Third frame. Judd Trump to break.
Alex Krizan is the referee. He's a local man, a Romanian. Proud week for him. Yeah, that's on the right, Django Fung, who manages Judd Trump. Keeping an eye on his young charge here. He also manages Neil Robertson, so he's got an interest in tonight's match. Oh dear.
Yeah, missed the ball on the way down.
Well, he's got away with it, really. He could have left one on there.
Yeah, this time it's Selby's turn to have a little bit of luck.
But it's indicative of the start, because it was a good break-off from Trump. He got the white to the back cushion. Just keeping the pressure on Mark Selby.
Another good cue ball. And again, he didn't catch that as you wanted. Just caught the jaws of that pocket. And Trump tempted by this red down the cushion. Played it with some safety in mind, screwing the cue ball back to baulk. Has the cue power to play those kind of shots, but it was nowhere near this one. And again, the safety, not reaching the baulk line. And another chance for Judd Trump. Just caught the black. But he's on the brown, tougher than he would have wanted. overcut it.
Judd Trump, 1.
So, Mark Selby gets the chance at last.
Yes, he's surely going to pot his first ball of this semi-final. Already a winner this season at the Paul Hunter Classic, and was runner-up recently at the Shanghai Masters to Ding.
Six.
And he's so far in front at the top of the world rankings, you need a telescope to see him.
7.
Well, didn't get the cue ball where he wanted there, so got no choice but to go into the reds.
$14. 15.
Well, lots of side on the cue ball there to try and bring him onto these 2 reds to the left
22.
corner. He struck that last black so well. Don't forget, he hasn't had any table time.
$30. Sure.
Played that well with the long stuff on. Now might take this
31.
opportunity to try and bring more reds into play. Didn't go as well as he anticipated. He's on this red along the cushion,
37.
but difficult to get out to the black. Looking at the possibility of the brown. He could play that cushion first. First of all, he's got to get that. Didn't fancy it.
Mark Selby, 37.
It's not that he didn't fancy the red, he didn't fancy getting back down the table from the brown. Oh, so close. What a great attempt. Well, that was a great chance. But again, hasn't left anything easy for Mark Selby. Not easy. Falling to the table, nearly straight. One I expected him to get. Well, again, could so easily have gone in that, but another chance for Judd Trump. Very unfortunate to have left it right over the pocket.
One. Eight.
Not quite hard enough with the cue ball.
9.
Played that well though. Delicate cannon to the pink.
Trump is having the running at the moment, but there's no guarantee
15.
that's going to last the whole match, so he's got to make hay while the sun shines.
16.
He's got an awkward red on that right side cushion. And he is going to need it.
22. 23.
Has got the angle on the red, this red, to bring that red into play.
29.
He'd be on the brown if he's not on one of the other colours. Is it worth the risk? He thought so.
30.
But he's going to have to take the blue here if he's going to keep the break going. Right in the middle. Didn't quite get the desired position, but he's on the red.
35.
Again, that only just went in. Nice angle on the blue to come down for that red behind the black. Needs to slow down. Couldn't have played that one any better. And now he's got the angle on the black to possibly play the cannon to that red by the yellow. And this time he does get the cannon, but he hasn't been fortunate, and I think he's snookered. He may have to go and try and pot this red coming across the table. And he's got it. What about that? Even his girlfriend liked that one.
Yeah, in a way, he may have felt he didn't have any other option, but still to nail the pot, that's some shot.
Still not out of the woods yet. The only good thing is he doesn't need the yellow, and Mark Selby does. No, potted it badly. $20 points the difference.
56.
So a good 56 from Judd Trump, and he's got Mark Selby snookered on the last red, 20 in front.
Well, he's just got to skim off the red. Okay, he can't get the snooker, but he can put distance between them. Now, is this worth a little pop at? He'd need the black if he didn't want to pot the yellow. Anxious looks there, because if you can see the red, you could drop it in for the black. Selby would need snookers. Wow. He missed it by that much that he could have so easily left this red on. But again, he's got it safe. Well, those two kisses. A chance for Mark Selby. Got to avoid the in-off in the middle. Good pot. And avoided the middle.
Not straightforward, but at least he's in.
He's got a nice angle on the green to try and drop him behind the yellow.
It would be a great frame to win if he could, because he's taken a bit of a battering so far, Selby.
Five. Mark Selby, 5.
Well, a good chance of a snooker here if he tries to drop the cue ball in behind the pink. He'd have the pink and blue. And he's got it.
Mark Selby 2-0 down, 15 points behind on the yellow and snookered on it.
Coming off 3 cushions.
Foul, miss. Chatterham, 4.
The difference that makes is that Trump only now needs yellow and green to get to the snookers required stage.
Judd.
Change of plan. Just coming off 1 cushion. And again, he's got a good chance of getting that cue ball in behind brown and green, using the blue to cover the yellow. He's considered that shot, but may have felt that it's risky leaving the yellow in the middle of the table. Another very good attempt. Wait for this one. Wait for this one. And right on the green as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, that could be a massive moment in this semi-final, because he was right up against it, Selby, and he's now fluked the yellow and has a chance to win his first frame.
Five.
Pink the only awkward ball, and he must be going through torture at the moment, Judd Trump.
9.
Well, not as straight as he would have wanted on the pink. It's going to be very difficult to get to the black from there.
This is the fluke again out of the snooker. Yellow in the middle. Frame not won yet though. Yeah, not one yet.
And he's going to be in big trouble here. Pink will go to the middle, he can play the snooker. Flukes only matter if you take advantage.
Well, if he doesn't win the frame now, he'll almost wish he didn't fluke the yellow, I think.
Five points, the difference. So he could afford to miss it once. This is the pink that he missed. Played it well. Played it very well. Well, he's just got to skim off it. Leave the cue ball on the baulk cushion. Anything else is too risky. Just trying to push that black closer to the cushion. But a chance of the snooker here. Also a chance of the double, and that's what he's considering. I tried to nudge the black off the cushion and get the pink save. He's got one part of the shot. Well, big shot. But he can stun it in, finish on the black if it goes in. Great pot, great position.
Yes, he's not won this frame off the flute yellow. He looks like he's won it off a fantastic pink. Huge frame to win. He was right up against it. But Mark Selby is made of tough stuff, and he wins the frame on the black. So Judd Trump leads 2-1. He always looked in control of that frame, Trump, but Selby has won it with a fantastic pink. What a semi-final this is shaping up to be.
And rightfully so. A great man as well. Very funny.
Well, this is the jester from Leicester, and he'll be a bit more chipper now because he's won his first frame. 2-1. This is the last before the interval.
Wasn't far away with this one. And he was on the black. Could be a Judd Trump special here, this long red to the right corner.
Yeah, the long potting's been a little erratic from Trump today. There was a big moment there, I think, in that last frame where Trump had him snookered behind the black, and Selby played a very good escape not to leave the pink on, because he was in trouble there.
Yes, he played the snooker, didn't he? I thought he could have played the pot. Maybe he couldn't play both and just elected to play the snooker. Oh, that's a great pot, but got hold of it too well. Played to bring the cue ball back for the blue, but top side. How well did he strike that one?
Six.
Nice cannon to red to stay on the pink. And worked that one out well. Nicely on the red to the right corner. Black's available now.
$14. 21.
Would have liked to have been straighter on the black. I'm not sure if you can just play a little cannon to that red. Otherwise it's into the reds. Well, they've split beautifully, but he's not on anything nice.
29.
Just a little bit too much pace on the cue ball. Looking to see if he pots the red, is the cue ball going into the black? Yes, it was.
30.
And again, he hasn't finished in a good place there from such a good pot.
No, a couple of kisses, he's in no man's land really.
Deserved better. Pink, surely too much of a risk to the middle.
Ping ball.
Just a safety.
Mark Selby, 30.
Remember, these matches now semi-finals best of 11, so there will be an interval after this frame. Tomorrow's final best of 17. But the best of sevens, which a lot of people deride, they produced a semi-final lineup that couldn't be any better. Mark Selby against Judd Trump, Ronnie O'Sullivan against Neil Robertson. Whatever the format, the cream will rise to the top.
Well, the cream certainly rose there, didn't it? Wow, what a shot. Where did that one come from? And made that one look easy as well. Could have done with the cue ball coming just a touch further.
6.
Well, that hasn't gone as well as it could have done. A choice of black or pink, and he's not on either one nice. It's the long stuff. Shot. And played the cannon superbly. And what a great chance to take a 3-1 lead. Just one awkward red. Well, maybe two with that one behind the black spot.
14. 22. 23. 29. 30.
'Selby was going well, but just lost position. Played what he thought was a good safety. Trump knocked a long red in.
$35.
Well, long red, that doesn't really do it justice. It was an incredible pot.
$36.
Here it is. Look how far up the table the red was.
Great pot.
$43.
He wouldn't need both of those safe reds.
44.
Just checking the scoreboard. £21 points the difference.
51.
Can afford to take
52.
one pink, and I'm sure he knows it. Oh, it's bounced a little, and which means you can't get close to the black. So just the black needed to leave Selby needing snookers, and he can't get to the red, but he could just drop it in and try and play the snooker, but make sure of the black.
Yeah, the black to lead by 36 with 35 left. So Mark Selby so often has put players under pressure. He's been on the back foot right from the start of this match when Trump had the total clearance in frame one. And he remains there because he needs a snooker and he's in one himself.
He's got one back. No, just not a snooker. It's close. Another. Very good snooker. The brown just nodding away. The green could be.
Foul. Judd Trump 5.
So now he needs a couple. 41 behind with 35 on. Trump can just breathe a little easier. Well, chance for Trump to put the frame away. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's going to be in. Well, he's shown both poise and purpose so far as Judd Trump. He started so well with that 135 total clearance first frame, 72 in the second. Mark Selby polyed a great pink and won the third on the black, but Trump put together a good 66 here. And as yesterday when he played John Higgins, he's looks good in himself, looks really confident, and is bringing out some of his best form. And keeping Selby on that back foot, putting him under pressure. By no means over, of course, but Trump, as they still fly in, clearly the happier of the two at the interval.
12.
It's been great stuff. We were hoping for it, we were expecting it really. Advantage Trump then at half-time. He's looking really confident, and he leads Mark Selby 3-1 at their interval. Come later, 5 o'clock British time, Neil Robertson plays Ronnie O'Sullivan. So 6 frames needed, and a comeback needed by Mark Selby. He knows if he gets in with a good chance, he's got to start making breaks himself. He was in the last frame, lost position, played safe. Trump cracked in a long red, made 66. Selby needed a snooker when he came back to the table.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do when your opponent knocks in a long red, wins the frame from it. Just sit back and admire.
Well, he's planning to get into the pack, but he's just glanced off them, and looks like there is a red to the middle. Yep, so he's in. Could be a big mistake from Selby.
Yes, it's important to get that pink absolutely right, because if it does go into one of those corners, he can use the pink to open the reds, and it looks like it will go to the left corner.
8. Fifteen. 16. 23. 24.
Not quite got the angle on the blue to go into them. He would have liked it. Easier pack to go into from the blue. Just looking at the pink. Now he's got the angle on the red to play for the pink to open the reds.
29. 30.
Looks just right. Just got to put all his efforts into the pink here. The reds will split naturally. And they couldn't have opened better.
36.
Well, the interval, if it helps anyone traditionally, it's the player behind, but it's Mark Selby still in his seat.
37.
Just gave Trump a chance here, and Judd Trump determined to make the most of it. Selby tried to play into the pack, but the cue ball just skimmed off the pack, and he left a red to the middle. Worrying times for the world number one.
$52.
Well, the Trump camp happy enough so far. But everyone knows how good Mark Selby is at coming back at people, so he's got to keep up this intensity.
53.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good your opponent is there, if he's sat in the chair. Nothing he can do at the moment, Mark Selby's got to hope that Trump misses. Try and prepare himself. Didn't want to catch them. So maybe a lifeline.
58.
Tried to skim past the reds, and it would have been on these two reds nicely had he missed the pink. thought it was in.
Judd Trump, 58.
It's going across the table. But this frame not over yet. That loose positional shot could be very costly for Trump.
Selby 58-0 down, but back at the table.
With a very tough pot.
It was tough, but at this stage, the quality of the snooker Trump's produced, they've got to go in. Simple as that. It sounds harsh to say it, but look what he's left.
They've got to go in or you've got to get away with it.
Yeah.
He did neither.
One.
Just a little hard for the pink. And for a moment, I thought he'd overcut it, but it just seemed to drift upwards into the pocket.
Red McCullough needed for 4-1.
8.
Has the angle to go into them. I'll play for that loose red just to make sure. Two snookers required. But I'm sure Mark Selby will play on unless this red goes in.
He'll play on for sure, but this is not the start he wanted after the interval. Not potted a ball in this frame. He had a very tough long red, and of course it came back over the middle pocket. He was already 58-0 down at that point, but he made a mistake earlier on when he left a red on to start with, and the red's in, so it's going to be 4-1 for sure, and Judd Trump will only need 2 more frames and he'll be in the final.
16.
This new cue that he's got, I think he'll be keeping hold of. The season's taken a bit of time to get going. We had a few stop-starts, tournament, and then a few weeks off, but they come thick and fast now. It's a good time to hit your stride.
21.
Which is certainly what he's done this week in Bucharest. So Mark Selby hoping for
26.
a good start after the interval, but it's been quite the opposite for him. They're still going in as well. Well, it was a 58 break that did the damage. Mark Selby missed a tough red, left one on. Trump leads 4-1. The world champion with it all to do. The next frame for him is huge. He can't let Trump get to 5. So big effort required from
easily. Those type of shots anyway. But now, a chance for Mark Selby. Got to make the most of it.
One.
Set out most of the last frame, so just getting his arm going. Could have gone into the reds there, as we see this attempted pot by Judd.
7. 14.
Now this time we may see him going into the reds. If he can miss the pink on the left, that should open the reds up nicely, pushing reds towards the left corner. No chance to go into them direct. And he'd be unfortunate not to be on one.
20.
He's on one to the left middle, right corner. Perfect.
$26.
He's beaten Trump 5 times out of 8. Last 3 times all in deciders. It might come to that again if he's going to win today. But we know he's not shy of effort, Mark Selby. He certainly won't have given it up yet. Just overdid position for the blue.
Under hit that one.
31.
And although he is a very good rest player, I prefer to play without it. Just trying to keep calm, stay focused. Just lost the cue ball because he potted the red off the inside angle. Potted it thin. Had it gone in clean, he would have held the cue ball. So just the safety
Yellow ball.
to Trump's relief.
Mark Selby, take a 2.
Red's coming down the table. Although he's got a very good cue ball, this red is on. Positional side of the shot not guaranteed. Looks like the cue ball's going into those 2 reds behind the black. And it's a tough pot. Managed to miss the reds, but also missed the red to the middle. Good safety. Cut off the right side of the reds. Not easy, this. Maybe forced into taking the pot on. Well, he has left a red to the middle. And it looks like a free go just to drop it in. Can't leave anything but the red he's playing on. Wonderful shot. And it was Selby that was in a bit of trouble last time round. He couldn't do anything else but try and leave that cue ball on the cushion. And even then, you can't hide everything.
What a pot, though. You know, there's no margin for error to those middles. And he played it at pace. Fantastic. He's got himself bang in here.
9.
2 reds behind the black. Reasonably safe. But I'm sure at some stage, if he finishes high on the black, he can play the cannon to those 2 reds, and he'll be pinning his hopes on those 2 reds.
15. $16. 22. 23.
Well, needs to be playing for the black at some stage to develop those 2 reds. Could be the next shot.
29. 30.
How's the angle to play the cannon? Didn't work out.
37.
Considering playing the double.
Judd Trump, 37.
Well, Selby the man under the pressure here, 5-1 or 4-2. 4-2 still in trouble, but 5-1. Trump's a big favourite then. Just 5 points in this frame.
Eventually, one of them will be able to send the red down the table. Possible double here. Good attempt. Well, a chance to get this cue ball in behind the black. Just didn't get enough left-hand side on the cue ball, but nevertheless, a good strength. That will be going back.
Miss Judd on 4.
Well, he's thinking of taking a pot on if he can miss the reds. It's worth a little dig. It was on the black. Had it gone in, hasn't left anything. Good length. I don't think he can resist this one. And where they're going to finish. And this time has left a possible red. The one to the middle is really tough. It looks the easier one on TV, but I think the easier one is the long ball. Needs a bit of luck, and he didn't get it. Still a tough table, this. Might just be able to drop him behind this red, somewhere round about there, and just trundle it into the middle pocket. Try and stay the right side of the blue. That just looks about right.
Five.
14 points the difference.
6.
Got the choice now. I'm trying to play the cannon to the red by the yellow, or dropping down for the red on the baulk cushion. Both of them difficult shots. And he hasn't played it well unless he gets the cannon. No, didn't work out. I don't think he played the cannon.
11. Judd Trump, 11.
Got himself 20 in front, so if he could pop red and black, well, he would still need the last red, of course. Getting carried away there for just a minute. Yeah, that last red's still going to be key by the yellow.
Well, a lot of side on the cue ball there, and he's been very fortunate. Without the kiss on the brown, he'd left an easy red. And that's a very good safety. He wanted to try and get the cue ball in behind the black, but if it had played that shot, he may have left the red on, so he made sure of the red going safe. Trump played that well, but a chance now for Selby to bring that red off the cushion, try and drop that cue ball in behind the green. A little hard. Another very, very good safety shot from Trump. It's been a very high standard, this match.
Foul, miss.
Well, that won't be going back.
Judd Trump, 7.
If he could play up for the black off this red, Selby would only be able to tie. Oh, got to get the red first though.
Foul.
And that's a disaster.
Selby, 4.
That was a great chance that to go 5-1. He brought the red into play, and that's what he intended to do, but missed the long red. Now, Trump can pop that long red, but it's fraught with danger. That's a good safety.
Yes, it just feels like the biggest frame of the match so far, this. Such a lot riding on it, particularly for this man. I mean, he's still in trouble at 4-2, but it sounds a lot better than 5-1 for Mark Selby.
In fact, it really is a lot better.
Yeah, true. Well, I think if he can keep Trump on 4, then, you know, he's 2 rather than just the 1, and then he's not one mistake away from losing the match.
Well, there's only one shot in this game now, although he's pushed that red a little safer. But he can't see the other one. Yes, and that's what he was bothered about. And now, a great chance for Mark Selby.
The only frame he's won so far was the third frame, that was on the black.
So the yellow, you would think, is the only difficult ball. Although the brown may not go to that right middle. Yeah, it may do.
Seven. Eight.
All on this shot. Doesn't want to be straight behind the yellow. Oh, he hasn't hit it hard enough. Trump will be coming back to the table. A relieved man, I would expect.
15. Mark Selby, 15.
Now a chance to try and get that cue ball in behind the black. Very close, just a fraction harder. It's been a very good snooker. Doesn't want that yellow to bounce. I think he's okay. A fraction harder, it would have been an easy yellow. If he takes it on, it's well and truly missable, this. Too tough. Concentrated on the cue ball, trying to get that under the cushion, which is done. Took the risk on the double. And my word, hasn't it finished up well? Well, this is a tough safety again.
Well, this frame feels like a match within a match. Both players conscious of the importance of it, in particular of this yellow.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be tempted by this. He's missed these type of shots on the left-hand angle. Missed it left again. But it doesn't look a bad finish on the shot. Full ball snooker. He's certainly got the run.
Yes, because he could have finished anywhere. He just slightly held his hand up there, Trump.
Well, what about this?
Oh, well, that's a dream kiss on the green, isn't it? That really is. He needs all the help he can get at the minute.
Well, coming off the black cushion looks safer. But he wouldn't have that one over. Oh. Is that another snooker?
Just easy, this Lang snooker's game, isn't it?
Incredible. Offers a smile.
It's full ball. From out of a snooker, which Selby fluked himself when he was snookered.
Which Trump fluked the time before. And here's another. Well, not quite a snooker, but don't think you can get the pot.
Well, that's the key thing for Selby if he's obscured the potting angle.
So back to conventional safety shots. The pot no good to him here. Well, it was a good kiss on the black because it was going towards that left corner. This is close. This is very close. There was nothing lucky about that one. And the crowd really appreciating this safety play. Well, he could have done with hitting it direct. He's left a chance at the yellow. Not an easy pot by any means. And Trump needs that awkward blue. And that's how close he came. He was nicely on the green. He'd have finished nice on the brown to bring the blue into play. Possibly. Selby looking at the possibility of the double here. Playing that cue ball back to the baulk cushion. Well, that's brought the blue into play. And now that makes the safety even more important. Has to go past that middle pocket, and it only just did that.
Yes, a lengthy battle this frame, the longest of the match, 35 minutes and counting. Both players fully aware of the swing, 5-1 or 4-2. Huge.
Yes, he could try and get the cue ball in behind the black, but doesn't want to leave the yellow on to the yellow pocket. Of coming in behind the yellow, but these kind of shots can send the object ball over one of the corner pockets. Doesn't want it to go in.
A miss.
Oh, well, had it gone in, well, that makes a difference. He doesn't need the blue now. Well, he's asking it to be put back, but if you can see the yellow.
It's Alex Cruzan, the referee from Romania itself.
Judd.
Oh, very nearly went in that corner. Again, he'll settle for that.
Well, that's worked a dream. Both aspects of it, the cue ball and of course the yellow.
It's brought the blue into the centre of the table as well. Well, looks like he can just hit it, but he's sending it towards that corner pocket. Where's it going to go? Well, that's a disaster as far as Trump's concerned.
So, a chance for Mark Selby then. 12 behind on the colours.
Doesn't need to come down for the black off the pink. So this, you would think, is the important ball if he gets onto the brown. He should be okay.
Five. Nine.
Nicely done.
Blue and pink then. He won his only other frame on the black. That was frame 3. Sort of hanging on in there, isn't he? But as long as he is in there, he's got every chance, Mark Selby, of turning this round. Well, a real long battle on that yellow. It was Mark Selby who potted it, and just needs this pink now to win his second frame. Somebody moving, maybe taking a picture in his eye line. That's not what he wants at a really important stage of the match for Mark Selby. Just needs to resettle himself here. In it goes. An epic frame. Goes the way of the world champion, who narrows the gap to 2 frames. My word, that was some battle. But Mark Selby is known for those. He's also known for comebacks. That's what he needs. He's won that frame. So Judd Trump still 2 away from a place in tomorrow's final. He leads. So Mark Selby has won an epic 6th frame.
Thank you.
But it's Judd Trump still in the lead at 4-2. 6 needed for a place in the final.
That red on the left side cushion is giving him the problem. Got to be careful of the double kiss here. Did well to avoid the double kiss, but he's pushed the red over the corner. Now, was that a good kiss on the yellow? Well, can't see it to pot it, not without swerving it. Could just land up to it off that right side cushion.
Call, miss. Judd Trump 4.
Now, he may have left a red to that left middle. He's taking it on. Big shot. Yeah, great pot. And that was a mistake by Selby.
Terrific pot this, and I think it's important that Trump does stay positive. This is the way he's played to get this far. It's the way he's played in the match. It's always a bit of a body blow losing a long frame like that, but he's got himself in early in the next.
And the reds are nicely spread.
Six.
You'd like to be fairly straight on the black here, so that you could play for the red to the right of the black. Place the rest right-handed.
7.
Well, he's knocked some good breaks in so far, Judd Trump, and he'd love a 70 or 80 break here. He's made 135, 72, 56, 66, 58.
14.
Selby's made a 37, and as David said, that's got to improve. He's going to win this match.
15. Twenty-two. 23. 30. 31.
Didn't quite come far enough on the black that he wanted. He could play the cannon to the red above it, the second red above the black. Oh, he caught the other red. And he's still on a red to the middle, but not as easy as it would have been.
Sure.
Well, that's not too bad. He's the wrong side of the blue, but enough the wrong side just to play in and out of balk for these two reds into the right corner pocket. Prefer to play for them to the left corner.
.45.
And now back in prime position.
.50.
Yeah, from such an easy blue to leave himself with the rest here was a little careless.
51.
Well, he's been playing so long, he's been playing since he was about 5, that using the rest doesn't seem to be any problem for him. Another half century then.
Amazing the amount of breaks he's had in this match.
59.
Yes, and it's come off the back of a frame that, you know, would have knocked the stuffing out of some players, even though he's still in front. All that effort and got nothing out of it, but a good red to get in. Just needs to keep going for a few more balls here.
Just needs one more red. Crowd are a little early with the applause.
64.
Well, this is to leave Selby needing snookers, but he wants to really kill the frame off.
55.
Well, this is a great response after losing that epic 6th frame. Shut this man completely out. It's going to be 2 snookers.
Yeah, he'll come back.
70.
Well, he'd certainly like to see this red disappear. 2 snookers. The frame not entirely safe, especially with Selby coming back to the table.
Very good 70 though from Judd Trump. Particularly after, as I say, the way that he lost the last frame.
Caught it a touch too thick. And that should be the end now. It's going to be 5-2.
Yes, it's as if the last frame never happened, the way he's played this one. This has been the sort of pattern for Trump and the frames he's won, been getting in with good pots and making big breaks.
4.
Selby was trying to turn the screw, make it 4-3, get him thinking, but 5-2, great lead. Just needs one more to reach the final. Doesn't matter about the blue, he's won the frame, that's the most important thing. It was a good 70 from Trump. Mark Selby then with it all to do here in Bucharest, because Judd Trump is 1 frame away from a place in the final. He leads 5-2.
Thank you. Frame 8. Mark Selby to break.
So Mark Selby up against it here, trailing 5-2. Trump just 1 away.
Well, he's got reasonably safe from that. Had to be thin, but not that thin. So that should be going back. Although, he's got a chance of getting the cue ball in behind the yellow. He also got a chance of the double. Well, that was a very attacking shot he played there. And he's given himself a chance. Could have had the ball replaced.
Five.
So Mark Selby in frame 8, trailing 5-2 in a best of 11. So Judd Trump one away from the final and a meeting with either Ronnie O'Sullivan or Neil Robertson on Sunday. Selby with it all to do, but he's been in this position, of course, many times before and turned it round. He'd be the last player that you count out in this sort of scenario. Bottom line is, though, highest break 37. You know, that's not great from him.
11.
Chance to improve on it, though.
Well, he did so well to get the cue ball there from where the red was. It looks like the black will go, and if he takes it on, he'd be pushing the red towards that right corner pocket. He obviously doesn't like it, so taking the pink, which would leave him on the red, and that's if he can pot it. No. So,
Selby, 12.
Judd Trump with a chance. It must have been so tight that. Well, from there it doesn't look as though the black goes. From here it does, but the camera angle that we just saw didn't look like the black goes from there.
One.
Now, if you can get the right side of the blue this time round, and try and open that cluster, it may even free the black. Got to get top side of the blue.
7.
And that looks just about right. Now, if he catches the reds on the left side, he pushes that red towards the left corner. Let's see how he plays this. Well, just went into them. And it could have worked out better.
12.
Didn't quite catch them full enough. So just the safety. Oh, has he seen something?
Judd Trump, 12.
Well, He was just playing the pot and leaving himself that long pink.
In fairness, he's potted a lot of really good balls into the middles today, but not that one.
Well, I think he could have done without that in, really. This is a tough pink. Cue ball's going close to that middle pocket. Great pot. He needs a good kiss. Oh, and what a good kiss. Well, I think he deserved that from taking that long pink on, taking the risk on the middle pocket.
I'm not saying that was a good kiss. It was like there was mistletoe over the black there.
8.
You need these little rubs, though. We said it right at the start. And things were going wrong for Selby at the start, but match isn't over yet.
$16.
Left an angle on the black to go into them if he wants to.
$23.
Well, the red goes. Off. Well,
Selby, 23.
the pressure may be beginning to tell. Although he has kind of got away with it. The red is on, but he'd need the spider. Well, he's a good player right-handed, and he might just be able to reach it right-handed. Yeah, that was tough. And he's left it on.
Yeah, very difficult. So Selby 27 in front as he returns to the table.
Well, could have done without the kiss on the red, didn't play it. And this green, a lot more difficult than it could have been. 28 points the lead. We'll know if this is in before him. He's overcut it. So another chance for Judd Trump.
Yes, if you've watched from the start, I'm sure you'll agree that Mark Selby just hasn't played well enough. You know, he's made key errors. He's been put under pressure, and he's so good, of course, at pressuring other players. Hence the highest break of only 37.
And that's okay. I think he's got an angle on the pink to be able to nudge the reds or play for that loose one at the back. Yep, he's got the angle to play for it. So, big moments now for Judd Trump. Red must go in that cluster.
14.
He hasn't nudged them out. He tried to just develop those two reds, playing the cannon to them just a second ago. Tried to hold the spot. And that gives him a chance at this red. Well, there's no chance whatsoever of the pink spotting there. I don't know what he's doing with his device out. Can't even see the spot.
21.
Just the right side. Reds will go to the middle if they don't go to the corner. He'd like to have slid past them. So Mark Selby will be coming back to the table. Just 1 point in it. And if he sends the cue ball up the table, he may leave a shot to nothing to the left corner. And that's what he's thinking about. He's covered it.
Judd Trump, 27.
So 1 point in it, but Mark Selby knows that potentially for him, one mistake in it, it could be all over.
Won't be too bothered about the in-off. It was more important getting that cue ball, that red ball safe. This could go close to that right corner pocket. He'll be trying to get that cue ball near the yellow, but it could go in this. And that's not what he played. And a little fortunate that the red's gone close to the side cushion. Could so easily have left that red on there.
One thing about the in-off, though, if Selby were to take 2 reds, 2 blacks, he wouldn't need the brown, which is currently the safe ball. So those 4 points, they could be important.
Well, doesn't get any better than that, does it? What a great shot that was from Judd Trump. Look at the cue power here. Never touched the sides. And just overscrewed it. Pink is on, but it's a tough pot. He missed a brown similar to this in one of the earlier frames. But the pink is the ball that gets him to that red. Hasn't missed it this time though, and played it well. As David said, he does need the tough brown, but now so does Selby. This isn't easy though. He's left himself straight on the red. He'd have to screw it back slightly to be on the black. Well, just made sure of the red, and now is he going to play the green or tuck in behind the black? Normally goes to win, Judd Trump. Again, just a little too hard, but he'll be going for it.
11.
No, didn't go for it. Surprised,
Judd Trump.
but a
11.
good safety.
Oh, we had an epic battle on the yellow a couple of frames ago. 6 points between them here. Both need that brown.
What a big swerve this is round the pink. Where's it going to finish? This looks good. Now, doesn't really want to play this at pace. Could bring the brown into play. So just land up to it. Chance of getting the cue ball in behind the black. Full ball. Oh, he's caught it too thick. He needs a little rub. And could so easily have left the yellow on there, catching it so thick. But surely he's going to be in trouble next shot. Oh, that's a let-off. Thought he would have been tight in behind the black there.
Yeah, that's very unlike Mark Selby. As you say, you put your house on him being wedged in behind the black.
He's happy. Again, chance to get that cue ball in behind the black. Push the yellow up next to the brown. And this time he gets it. Would have liked to have brought the brown into play there, and I think that's what he intended. It's a free ball.
Foul and miss. Mark Selby 4. Free ball.
But I think it'd be going back.
Back.
I think he's playing this off 2 cushions, but he could go direct at it. He'd have a chance of potting the yellow. 2 cushion escape. And this time he misses it the other side.
Mark Selby 4.
Still makes no difference to the state of the match, the frame. Both players still need that brown.
What?
What he doesn't want to do is bring the brown into play. Nope, missed it the other side again.
Foul and miss. Mark Selby 4. And free ball. Right.
Well, he's left the yellow on. So it's going to come down to that brown. Well, trying to bring it into play directly.
2.
But that is not a bad place to land. He might have another chance to go at the brown here. Yes, it dropped just about right for Mark Selby there.
He needs brown and blue.
No.
Ooh. Hang on.
Wow. So unexpected for Mark Selby to miss that kind of shot. And again, he's dropped a little fortunate, not leaving the brown on.
Frustrating though, having set up the chance, bringing the brown out, to then miss it.
It's close.
Trump just looking for one more chance to put himself in the final. Selby had a chance there to reduce the deficit to 5-3.
Oh.
Foul. And a miss. Judd Trump 4.
Well, unusually for Mark Selby, he is a little rattled. You got to say it. Been put back in from where the cue ball's finished.
He's took a risk here. Tried to cover them. Now, is it going to go dead? No, it isn't. So, easy brown. And pink, not in a good spot for Judd Trump. Is it hard enough? His body language says not.
Well, you called it dead right, Joe, and you certainly can't see it to pot it.
Amazing. All he had to do was get topside. Or to be able to see the blue to pot it.
Judd Trump 4.
So 3 points in it on the blue. The two other close frames in this match, both won by Mark Selby. One on the black, one on the pink.
Well, there have been some very good safety shots in this match from both players, neither giving an inch. And there's another one, trying to get in behind the blue, but I don't think there's room. There was, just, and he's played it well. He's got the snooker, I think.
That's been a feature, really, that Trump has more than matched Selby in the safety stakes. And has outscored him. Hence, he's in front.
He wouldn't have that one over. Excellent escape. And that's just how he played it.
Full ball snooker.
He didn't play the snooker, but he did play that thin contact on the blue. He's happy. Has he got the snooker again?
Well, we've been here before in this match. All sorts of snookers being got from snooker positions.
He has got the snooker, coming off two cushions. But he's left it on, unless it goes dead on the cushion. So surely this time round, Trump will get onto the pink.
And that's all he needs, blue and pink, to put himself in the final. He's played the better snooker of the two. He came out right from the start, really going for it at a 1-3-5. And he's always had Selby on the back foot Mark Selby at times looked a little rattled. And he's not easy to rattle. In goes the pink. Judd Trump, the first man into the European Masters final. A good all-round performance from him. He made the breaks. He played some good safety as well. And listen to the ovation. The crowd loved that. And they'll be seeing him tomorrow against either Ronnie O'Sullivan or Neil Robertson. He's won 6-2.